All right, Laurel, thanks. Hey, a local veteran is being honored for not only his dedication to his country, but through the work he does now in the community. It's part of the VFW's Still Serving campaign, and joining us to share his story and some of the work he does to help not only veterans, but first responders with PTSD. Please welcome Elton East, his trusty sidekick Flash, here to talk a little bit about this. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely.
So,
To be here.
good. Well, you are a veteran, and you served in the armed forces. What did you do?
So I was an infantryman in the United States Army, served 3 tours in Iraq.
Okay, and now you're home. How was it going from the transition from military life to civilian life?
So honestly, during that time, the Army's program sort of for transitioning out was pretty weak. So I got out in 2012. They didn't really offer us a whole lot of information, so I had a pretty hard time transferring to civilian life. I thought I was going to be in the Army for a long time, and it just didn't quite work out that way.
Sure. And now talk about, you are doing the Wayward Warriors Ranch. This is something that you developed in hopes of helping other veterans and first responders. Tell me a little bit about this.
So at Wayward Warrior Ranch, what we do is we take veterans and first responders that are dealing with PTSD or other injuries after they serve. We bring them out to the ranch and we have them cowboy with us for a week.
Nice.
We also teach them about Jesus Christ while they're out there, so have some faith and hope to take home with them. And we offer the week-long program. We also have equine therapy. Folks can reach out to us through our Facebook page there. It's just at Wayward Warrior Ranch. And we bring those guys out. We really try to show them that even though they're listed as disabled, that they're still capable. And we try to show them that, through work, through effort, they can really make a lot of positive changes in their life. And we really want to introduce them to a larger family through Christianity also. Because a lot of times in the military we use the term brotherhood, which really just means family. And so we want to give them a larger family to lean on. And that's our biggest goal.
Sure, because once you get out of the military, you don't have that close-knit group around you all the time.
Right, you don't have that cohesion, and you may not, if you get out and a lot of your buddies stay in, you may not have that person to reach out to that you were used to.
Yeah.
And so we try to give them that.
That is invaluable. What a resource for veterans and first responders. Now, this is part of the VFW Still Serving campaign that this is under. Now, what would you recommend for fellow veterans, first responders who may be having trouble? We were talking, sometimes it's difficult to come forward and say, I may need a little bit of help here.
So the VA does have a lot of good resources for that. I would say find a group. There's lots of groups out there. There's a whole lot of organizations that are trying to help veterans. I would say reach out and find some like-minded guys, or ladies that are struggling or were struggling, and they've learned to manage their PTSD a little bit better. So we, that's what we really want guys to do. We want them to get out and get engaged. When they come out to the ranch, I tell them, after you leave here, you never have to cowboy again. You don't have to look at a horse or any animals, but we want them to find something to stay engaged, so that they can, they can not sit inside and stare at the 4 walls. Get out and get some sunshine, talk with folks, and I think it's sensing my anxiety about being on the news a little bit. But,
yeah, this is Flash. We have to talk about Flash. He's actually doing his job right now.
Yes, absolutely.
And helping you when, maybe you get a little anxious. He comes over to you and helps calm you down.
Yep. So Flash was found, actually. He was just walking down the road. He came right up to the ranch there. We have a couple other hounds out there. And so we searched for his owner, and we couldn't find him. So we thought we'd get him trained up. And now he's with me about every day. So he goes with me everywhere. And, he also helps guys at the ranch when they come out.
Yeah.
A lot of times Flash can break the ice a lot better than I can. He can welcome them a whole lot more, and kind of take their mind off of, getting to know new folks and things like that.
What a great program. Elton East, thank you so much for joining us and telling us about this program. And Flash, thank you as well. He's doing a good job. We'll be right back. Stay with us.